Well, today's video is going to be bulbs. Well, today's video is going to be bulbs. I'm going from right to left. We've got the standard 55 watt H1 bulb, which will be used as the benchmark for the others. Then we have a 100 watt blue tipped all weather super bulb, which they were selling cheaper than the 55 watt ones. So I'm not quite sure how good that is, or if because the blue they trap more heat and the filaments wear out faster, I don't know. Then we have a surface mount LED bulb, which are sold as driving and fog lights. And then we have a cob style LED bulb, also sold as a driving and fog light. And then we have the standard HID HID bulb, which shouldn't technically be used on the road if your vehicle was not made with them in as standard. Technically it's illegal to upgrade to HID unless you change the bulb holder and reflectors, the front grass on the headlight unit, and you also need to fit a self leveling device for either the headlight or for the entire vehicle. Right, we'll go stick them in a van, point it at a wall and see which ones give a better beam pattern. The other big noticeable thing here is the distance from there to there. Now when you push these in, you can only push them in that far to that point, and that distance from there to there is a designed distance to work with the headlight. This one here, the surface mount one, I think stands a chance of, not doing too bad, but the cob one, just the length of it, it's going to be right up against the grass at the front, so I think that one's going to be a bit of a poor light output when it gets in there, so we'll see. Okay, now this is the HID set, and what you can see is that it is quite a bit more than the standard bulb on the other side. What I can't see here, and you can on the video, is to me the beam patterns are about the same, but what you're seeing on camera is quite a plume of light above the main beam area, all the way up to the bottom of the window on the brickwork above, whereas where's my finger? I'm seeing quite a good cut off here, but you're seeing this bit here, which is similar to that bit there, but the difference between the two, all the light here is concentrated here, and there's 10% up here, whereas we've got a ton of it here and maybe 30% here. So yeah, they can cause dazzle when they're not in the correct fittings, but it is by far the better one to be driving with, if it's legal. Okay, I'm not having a wonderful amount of success here. This is the Bro Tip supposed 100 watt H1 bulb, and while it is in the holder as it should be, as you can see, it's not giving anything like the shape of beam pattern that I'm supposed to get. I can only presume that this is because the bulb is a bit shorter than a normal bulb, and so it's past the focal point and it's just not going to work in this headlight at all. I've tried everything and I get this every time. There's no fault with the headlight, it's the bulbs just badly manufactured, not to spec as to its length. To get an actual beam pattern as you're supposed to have, as in that one over there, then the filament in the bulb should be a certain distance from the base plate that it sits on in the holder, and obviously this, it's probably only out by 2 or 3 millimeters or something stupid, but it's just too short to go in enough to hit that focal point, and I can't force it in any harder. It's just, you know, bending it kind of thing. So there we go on that one. Okay, I've just tried fitting this one in the van, and I've had no success in getting this bulb in at all, because this thick bit here won't go through the hole in the back of the headlight. So I was hoping to get this one in and going, because I think this one's better than the other one. Well, same issue again with this one. It's too chunky to go through the hole, so I can't fire this one up inside the headlight. I don't know what I'm going to do with these now. They're just no good to me whatsoever. Okay, I was just taking the blue-ticked bulb out, and I noticed it was a bit bent, so I've bent it straight, and well, it was only a small bend, but it made quite a bit of difference. So now that I've got it just as straight as it can be, we've got a much better beam pattern from it, so I'd be happy with that. I'm not sure which is brighter. It's a bit hard to tell. Even doing that, I suppose it doesn't show much. The blue one seems to go out slower, so I'm presuming that means it's a hotter filament and so more light output, but I'd have to test that in a more scientific method. But it is now kind of working, and you could drive with those.
Sucker.